Hey YouTube, Pat here with part 2 of revisiting Set 1 leaders in the Union Force metagame. Today we're going to be talking about green leaders, and just like last time we're going to be using the same format of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Good leaders are ones that are currently strong in the meta. Bad are ones that have limited or fringe use, and the ugly ones are, they have bizarre playability cases that are not normal. They are just completely off the wall. So, diving right into it, let's talk about the good, and this one should not be a surprise to many of you. It is Gohan. Gohan was a top 5 leader in my opinion in Set 1. He was definitely the strongest green leader. He offers a lot of card advantage on his front side by attacking, and he gets to keep his life total high by doing so. Most people are trying to flip as quickly as possible or take damage to get cards to keep up with leaders like Ginyu or Vegeta, whereas Gohan can play a more relaxed game and generate advantage naturally. And then on the back he has the ability to pay 6 to KO all of your opponent's battle cards, which is a very strong control effect. It's just a one-sided board wipe. At some point, if there is some kind of more defensive deck that slows the game down tremendously, much more so than now, you can expect Gohan to just keep his value just keep going up, up, up. He's just going to keep shooting up. And just like last set in the Set 1 meta, I feel like Gohan is particularly strong as a green-blue deck, seeing as right now green has a lot of the good finishers in the game, and then blue has a lot of the damage mitigation and a lot of the control cards outside of Cold Bloodlust, obviously, that let you stabilize very well. Now, the big thing with Gohan in this set is he got access to a really powerful package that very few leaders in this game have. If you remember from the last video, I talked about being a red leader, a champ is very powerful. Being a green leader in the current metagame, I feel like is the most powerful thing outside of being a Frieza's army leader. And that's largely because of cards like Videl. So Videl is just one piece in the overall larger picture. I'll get to the more important thing in a second. But Videl, her being a free blocker for Gohan, adds to your control package. It allows you, again, slow the game down a little bit, get to the later turns for the finishers. And then her being red is really important because the next card I'm going to show you is absolutely insane in green leaders, and her being red allows Gohan to very efficiently splash the package without actually deviating out of blue-green. You would technically be a blue-green-red list at this point, but very minor red. And the card I'm talking about is Mighty Mask. Mighty Mask is arguably one of the best cards in the entire set, if not the best card in the entire set, because it's one of the few cards in the game that you can play and +1. So playing 4 Videl and 4 Mighty Mask and only 1 or 2 other red cards, so you play 10, roughly at that point 20% of your deck is red. So that is 1 in 5 cards to be red. That's more than enough to get the 1 red energy to be able to consistently play Mighty Mask without really impacting the rest of your deck. And Mighty Mask is super good. Most of you guys obviously know the red ones from the set. The Leap to the Future Trunks and Future Goten, which are already really good cards because they can get you the 5-drop red Gotenks if you're playing a red package, or obviously if you're playing the green-blue deck, it will get you your 5-drop Gotenks every single time. But the thing that most people fail to realize is that there is a Goten and a Kid Trunks for every color except yellow in the current game. And the green ones, you definitely know at this point if you've been playing the competitive game. The green Kid Trunks is actually the 10k boost that you are playing in Gohan. So by playing Mighty Mask, you have a card that literally +1s you every time you use it, and it gets you the best card in your deck, plus this removal Goten. And either you play this removal Goten to get rid of threats, or you just use it to color fix. You just use it to get another green. And then you can just play one copy of this Kid Trunks that's vanilla, or this Kid Goten, and that's all the blue you need. You can literally play 4 of the green one blue, 4 of the green Kid Trunks, and then 1 of the red and 1 of the blue, and then 1 red Goten, 1 blue Goten, and 2 green Goten. And every time you play Mighty Mask, you know that your energy for next turn is mapped out. You will for sure have all 3 colors. There's nothing you're going to miss. You're going to be hitting all of your drops. And again, you're just maintaining or gaining card advantage every time you play Mighty Mask. And that is super, super powerful. Very few leaders in the game can say they have an engine that will just consistently plus them throughout the game. You add to this the fact that Gohan automatically just is going to be drawing a card every turn, front or backside, and he just becomes an absolute monster in terms of card advantage. I definitely, think that Gohan is at least a high tier deck, probably 1.5. It would not surprise me if he is top tier, largely because I think this engine is so powerful, and any leader that can take advantage of it is just going to be amazing. So now moving on to the bad. This one again should not be too much of a surprise to you guys. Super Saiyan God Goku. What's there really to say about him? He offers very little outside of just aggressive play. I know Amani, he had posted an undefeated deck list a while ago, but I don't really buy it. Good players can win with a bad leader if their deck is compensating, and it's even more pronounced if the opponent that they're playing is not as skilled as them. I'm not saying that the person he played in his videos is a bad player, but Amani at this point is probably one of the best players in the entire game. So he's probably going to beat you with any number of leaders as long as his deck is built properly. The other thing that really hurts this Goku is that every single color in this set got a combo, and then if your leader is X, put it into play. Yellow got Frieza, blue got Gohan, red got Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and green got Tien. And at least right now in the current metagame, Tien feels very weak, at least to me. I still don't think he's a substitute for results. He's too small to actually hit anything. There's a million ways to stop him, Jocko, Cold Bloodlust, things like that. He can just be shut down, and he's not really an effective card. He's not as good as I thought he would be. So I think he's the worst of the four, and Goku right now is pretty much strictly aggro, I feel like, and him not having that free aggressive body really, really hurts him. He does have access to the Mighty Mask combo like Gohan, but at that point, why aren't you just playing Gohan? He just offers much more as a leader. So far, the only thing I can really say about Goku is just swing every turn and hope he gets through, which the only card that really helps with that is Battering Laser. Like, splash enough yellow, maybe some Crusher Balls to keep the board clear so that your Goku can keep pressuring. If it gets negated, you just Ring Laser and pump out, but he doesn't really offer any card advantage, no board advantage. I wouldn't play him. I think there's a lot more leaders you could be playing, and unlike Hit from the previous video, if you're a Goku fan, there are numerous other better Gokus out there. Just play one of those. And finally, we get to the ugly, which is Broly. So Broly is in a really weird spot currently in the game. The hand destruction deck that he's clearly designed to be played around, I feel like it's better off being played as either Vegeta or Cell. The Cell combo rips through more cards quicker than the Broly combo, and then also Cell's prevalence as a leader makes it so that it's pretty much impossible to pull off the one-drop Broly into Bio Broly combo, because every single turn the Cell will just keep eating the one-drop Brolys, so you basically have to do the whole combo in one go. So that's really not that good. And even if Cell wasn't as prevalent, Vegeta's critical effect and overall less dependence on things like Ring or Tien or results of the training to flip just make him much more reliable in competitive play. And even the androids as a leader feel like they're more reliable as hand destruction leaders, because they can kind of play out aggressive bodies, and so Gotenks kind of fits right in there, and then 18 at the top end of the curve is another hand destruction, and they can easily just play a couple of copies of the 6-drop Broly. It just feels like a much better deck to be playing. So right now, I don't really see the value in playing a green hand destruction Broly deck. However, that doesn't mean that I think Broly is unplayable. So right now, it's still in the early stages of testing, but Broly feels like he's really good as a mono red leader this set. And it's largely because of cards like Gohan and Gotenks. By not playing Broly's Ring, your effect actually forces you to go lower on hand size alongside of your opponent. So by swinging with Broly and not playing a dead card like Broly's Ring, you're actually cutting into your own hand and very quickly hitting the threshold for cards like Ultimate Gohan and Ghost Attack Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. You'll get to 4 pretty or less almost instantaneously when you play the deck like this. And the thing is, there are other cards you could be playing that will help mitigate the actual loss and kind of keep you in the sweet spot, so to speak. So like we said before, Mighty Mask. Mighty Mask is a +1. Broly is a green leader, so he's going to get you your 10Ks, and then he's going to also get you another card that you can just throw away immediately with Broly. It's not really going to impact you as much, so you're going to be cutting into their hand without really ever going down on hand size. There's also the store promo here, Ultimate Gohan, Ability Unleashed. Just select the draw every single turn when he attacks, and again, it'll help stave off, it'll basically +0 the Broly effect when he attacks. So the whole time you're playing a deck that is just trying to mitigate the damage. And since you're already playing Mighty Mask and you're already playing Ultimate Gohan, you have access to Vegito here to save the day. He draws you 2 cards if you're low on hand. So he's basically like kind of like the mid to late game finisher for this deck. So you're going to constantly just be eating through their hand and keeping yourself in the strike zone for all of these really, really strong card effects. On top of that, you don't really feel like, it's too much of a burden when Broly actually flips, because Gohan is cheap enough where you can just keep spamming out another one. It doesn't really matter if you lose him. And then Gotenks also makes those tokens again, so you don't have to worry about losing a board. Just stick a Gotenks at some point and don't even worry about eating through their stuff. As long as you just keep dropping more tokens, then you're good. I honestly think this is a really unique and interesting deck type, and I honestly love it if more people want to give this a shot and see how it goes, because right now I've only had a couple of games in with it and it's been playing pretty well. It's a little difficult to play, and it doesn't feel like as intuitive as you would think it is, but it works. It definitely works. So I encourage you guys to give it a try. So anyways, that has been it for reviewing the green leaders. Tune in next time where we will be talking about the blue leaders. I'm hoping to have that up by Friday or Saturday, depending on my schedule. And as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see after this series of videos. And also, if you think these kind of videos help other players, please share them. The more people that I feel like watch these videos, the more there's a potential for them to learn something, and that's basically the overall goal of these videos. Is I'm hoping to try to show people that there's more than meets the eye with this game. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.